خاطري يسر في أمري بين إنه عمالة بتقرأ شيء. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وسيد المرسلين، حبيب إله العالمين أبا قاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
I begin in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, the one who created everything in utmost perfection. Assalamu alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tonight, my brothers and sisters, is day 14 of the holy month of Ramadan. Taqabbal Allah siyamakum, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be accepting all your deeds that you commit in this holy month. Like we know, in this holy month, deeds are multiplied by 1,000. So take advantage of the fact that deeds are multiplied by 1,000. Get as close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as you possibly can. Not only for the fact that you're supposed to be getting close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this holy month, but it's been made so easy for us to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this holy month. On numerous occasions, you've probably heard when Rasulullah, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
On the last Friday in the holy month of Sha'ban, before the holy month of Ramadan, when he was speaking about the holy month of Ramadan, the merits of the holy month of Ramadan. What I mean about merits is the good deeds you could commit in this holy month and why you should commit them. There's a hadith that says, Imam Ali alayhi salam, Qama Ali wa qala ma khayru a'mal fi hadhi ash-shahr. You've been speaking about the good deeds in this holy month. And of course, we should want to commit these holy deeds. Imam Ali alayhi salam, the progeny of the Prophet, the successor of the Prophet, is asking about what are some good deeds we can commit. What are some good deeds we could commit in this holy month? Of course, my brothers and sisters, in this holy month, we should be ambitious about the deeds we're committing. Ambitious about getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not when you do one little act, you get all happy about it. Of course, when you do a little act, of course, you're supposed to get happy. Min Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're getting close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're supposed to be happy. But once you do a little act, you should be ambitious to do better, to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my brothers and sisters. And like we know, this holy month has been made so easy. Breathing is ibadah. النوم عبادة والنفس تسبيح. When you're sleeping, that is ibadah towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you're breathing daily, you're breathing. Breathing is an action you commit to live. So as long as you're living, this is ibadah towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They state breathing is tasbih. Tasbih al-Zahra, what you do after prayer, what you do on a daily basis. They state after Imam Ali alayhi salam, qala ma afdal a'mal fi hadhi ash-shahr. What is the best action you could commit in this month? When Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam heard this, he said staying away from the bad actions. Staying away from the bad actions. Now when you hear this, afdal a'mal means the best action you can commit. So when the Holy Prophet is saying staying away from the bad, what does this mean, my brothers and sisters? This means that staying away from the bad is better than doing the good actions. You should be so happy if in a day you don't commit a sin. You should be thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that in this day you did not commit a sin. This is the best action you can commit. Even though you're taking your good deeds with you to paradise, you get good deeds by avoiding the bad deeds. And in a day, if you've gained 0 sins, which alhamdulillah, that is amazing. If you've gained 0 sins in that day, what does that mean? That obviously means during the day, the other part of the day, the actions you were committing, because of course during the day you got to commit actions. You're not just going to sit and not talk, you're not going to do. You're obviously committing actions. So that means during the day, instead of committing those bad actions, what were you doing? You were committing good actions, my brothers and sisters. And that's the most important thing during this holy month, maximizing the benefit. We've been saying that. Rasulullah said, Afdal A'mal is moving away from those bad actions, staying away from those bad actions. This is so important, my brothers and sisters. Staying away from these bad actions is so key. And especially in this time, this is one of the hardest things you can do. One of the hardest things you can do. So my brothers and sisters, stay away from these bad actions. After that, they state, Rasulullah, they state, Fabaka Rasulullah. Rasulullah begins to cry. When Rasulullah begins to cry, keep in mind, Rasulullah, he's in front of his companions, his followers. The whole Muslim ummah is right in front of him. They state he begins to cry. When the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is beginning to cry, obviously know something is wrong. There's something wrong. فَبَكَى رَسُولُ اللَّهِ. Imam Ali alayhi salam qala, مَا يُبْكِيكَ يَا رَسُولُ اللَّهِ. Why are you crying? He said, I'm bikbe ala ma yaf'alu fik. I'm crying over what they will do to you. When Imam Ali alayhi salam hears this, usually when somebody hears from a prophet, keep in mind, a prophet is somebody who's getting revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So guaranteed, Rasulullah is telling the truth. He's getting his teachings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's getting his messages from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So 100% these are correct. He says over what they're going to do to you. When you hear this, what question pops into your mind? What are you talking about, Ya Rasulullah? What are you talking about? What are they going to do to you? Imam Ali's response shows his priorities, what he really cares about. He says, Fi salamatin min dini. Through all that happens, will my deen stay intact? Will my religion stay intact? Rasulullah is telling him, what they're going to do to you is making me cry. And with how close they were, you know it's something bad. You guys know what they did with Imam Ali alayhi salam. 25 sana, after Rasulullah appointed him, said, Ma kintu mawla fahadi Ali wa mawlai. Whoever's leader I was, Ali is now your mawlai.
صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجه. And you guys know what he did to Imam Ali alayhi salam. 25 years they had Imam Ali alayhi salam working as a man who made wells. For 25 years, even after the Holy Prophet appointed him. After they were coming back from Mecca, they stayed. The Holy Prophet appointed him as his successor. They stole that away from him, and as we know, we spoke about it yesterday. That Imam Ali alayhi salam came with his own copy of the Quran and said, here's the Quran if you guys want to use it. And we know that it would get in front of their political agenda. They said, no, we don't want it. No, we don't. For 25 years, Imam Ali alayhi salam was working as a man who made wells. And I'm guaranteeing you guys, if Imam Ali alayhi salam, instead of those 25 years, instead of working at those wells, this world would be way better than it is today. Way better, my brothers and sisters. They state Imam Ali alayhi salam says, Fi salamatin min dini. Will my deen stay intact? After that, they say Rasulullah begins to cry. And he says, Fi salamatin min dinak ya Ali. Yes, Ali, your deen will stay intact. This shows you what type of person Imam Ali alayhi salam is. You're getting news that bad things are going to happen to you. And the most thing you care about is your deen. The most thing you care about is your deen, your a'mal. Khalina nafturi, you're going on a vacation for 3 days. What do you take with you? You take some clothes maybe. If you're going on a vacation for 6 months, what do you take? بتاخد ثيابك, بتاخد مصاريك. سنة يمكن بتاخد ثيابك مصرياتك. This journey we're taking to the akhirah, it's infinity. You don't take nothing. The only thing you take, if you want to call it, you take a suitcase, and the only thing that's in that suitcase is your amal. There's no clothes, there's no money, there's no nothing. So my brothers and sisters, of course, because I don't want anybody to get me wrong, so if we don't do bad actions, it's better than doing good. Of course you got to do good actions, but the Holy Prophet is saying it's very important to not do bad actions. So in this holy month, get as close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as you possibly can. Get as close to do as many good deeds as you possibly can. Do as many good deeds as you possibly can. So Imam Ali alayhi salam, a man appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is saying, Fi salamatin min dini. Is my religion going to be safe? اليوم إذا حدا بده يتجوز, اليوم إذا حدا
is choosing their career path. شو بده يعمل بحياته. اليوم ماذا حدا عم بينقي وين بده يعيش. Are they asking this question, fi salamatin min dini? Are they asking, with these actions that I'm committing, is my deen going to be saved? Is my deen going to be intact still? Imam Ali alayhi salam, an imam appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and like we said, if he just does what he's told by the Holy Prophet, he's going to heaven. He's going to the highest sky in heaven. He's asking if my deen is going to stay intact. When he's told bad things are going to happen to you, he asks if my deen is going to stay intact. This is true imam. This is true commitment. Today, if you tell somebody, who do you want to marry? They say, I want to marry the most beautiful girl. And usually when it comes with most beautiful girls, sometimes those marriages don't work out. It leads to divorce. So before you ever do an action in your life, you gotta لازم تسأل حالك في سلامة من دين. Is my deen going to stay intact after I commit this act? Is it going to stay? Because if it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth doing the act. Today, a lot of people state, do what you want. Whatever people tell you, don't listen to them. You shouldn't have to listen to them. Of course, if somebody tells you go do something, you don't do it because it's the wrong thing to do. But if you want to do something and somebody tells you don't do it, you shouldn't listen to them unless it's the wrong thing to do. People say, be yourself, do what you like. Of course, this is important, my brothers and sisters. You got to have confidence in yourself. You got to have confidence in your actions. But what people say, it's all a lie. Be yourself, do what you want. Because if everybody was being themselves and doing what they want, the world would be chaos. And if you ask me why, people think the world would be a utopia. It's going to be the best earth. In reality, the murderers, the killers, the pedophiles, anybody would be doing as they please. Their desires would take advantage of them. Anything they want, people are telling them, do as you please. And if everybody was living by this norm, by do as you please, the world is going to be chaos. Everybody's going to be doing as they please. For those killers, there wouldn't be any laws. There wouldn't be anybody telling them, don't do this, don't do this. Because once somebody tells them, don't do this action, he's going to say, everybody's living how they want. Everybody's doing actions they want. Why can't I do actions I want? So this thing, do what you want, do whatever pleases you. This, of course, it's good to live by if you're living it in the halal way, if you're living it in the right way, not the way where you're taking it out of proportion. Like people, free will, they take it out of proportion. I do as I please. When somebody tells them, no, you're not supposed to be doing this, what do you mean I'm not supposed to be doing this? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us free will. We do as we please. And at the end of the day, if we get judged, we get judged. If we don't get judged, we don't get judged. أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
وعجل الفرج. ثاني على الحب أمير المؤمنين عليه السلام.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
وعجل الفرج. ثالث على حب إمام أبو عبد الله الحسين عليه السلام.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
وعجل الفرج. My brothers and sisters, this is true faith by Imam Ali alayhi salam. With everything that was going on during his life at the time, he was saying, Fi salamatin min dini. Is my deen going to stay intact? We're going to look at another example. Let's say, for example, Hujr ibn Adi. There was a time that they state it was either Muawiyah or Yazid sent to go get him. They said, go get this man. We want him to curse Imam Ali alayhi salam. Keep in mind, previously, Imam Ali asked him, if Muawiyah captured you and told you to curse me, would you curse me? He said, no, Ya Ali, I wouldn't curse you even if they cut me into small pieces. When Imam Ali heard this, he said, how about if they get your children? He said, no, even if they get my children, I still would not curse you. And of course, Imam Ali knows what's going to happen. He knows what's going to happen, how they're all going to die. So what happens? Muawiyah says, go get him. Go get Hujr ibn Adi. They get Hujr ibn Adi, what happens? He says, curse Imam Ali alayhi salam, and I'll let you go free, and I'll let your children go free. What happens? Right away, he didn't think about it for a moment. ما فكر فيها أبدا. Oh, لا, I'm not going to curse Imam Ali alayhi salam. He said, what do you mean? He said, I'm not going to. He said, if you don't curse him, I'm going to kill your children. Keep in mind, he had 9 children. He says, okay, kill my children. But he said, before you kill my children, I have one request. Please kill my children before you kill me. Now that's one of the hardest things you can do. Kill my children before you kill me. That's one of the hardest things, watching your own children die. That's one thing a parent never wishes for. A parent always wishes that they die before their children. No parent wants to die before their children. And especially, nobody wants to see their children being killed. So everybody over there was astonished. What do you mean? Why do you want us to kill your children before? He said, my faith in Imam Ali alayhi salam is like a brick wall. It's like mithl hadid. I know I'm not going to get off the path of Imam Ali alayhi salam. My children, on the other hand, Amrun 17, 20, their faith in Imam Ali alayhi salam is not 100%. So maybe if you kill me, you're going to make them lose faith in Imam Ali alayhi salam. Because once you see your father die, and with how legendary Imam Ali alayhi salam is and how he speaks about Asadullah, you think he'd come and save the day for everybody. Of course, Imam Ali alayhi salam was the hero. They state in Battle of Uhud that he suffered 99 wounds, protecting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When everybody fled the battlefield, it was Imam Ali and they say a little over 10 companions protecting Rasulullah against an entire army. He said, please, kill my children before you kill me. And they state that Hujr ibn Adi died a Muslim. Died following Imam Ali alayhi salam. Died believing in Imam Ali alayhi salam. This is true faith, my brothers and sisters. This is how you stay close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You really gotta have that commitment. Even when it's all on the line, you gotta take the risk. Just remember that this world is temporary. This world is not gonna stay, for you it's not gonna stay 100 years. Your actions, you gotta commit them accordingly. Is it the right action to commit? Of course, we're not saying be infallible, be like the Imam, be no sinless, because everybody on this earth is gonna sin. Nobody's appointed by God, nobody's infallible, we're all gonna sin. But we're saying try sinning as least as you possibly can. For some people, they sin on accident maybe. You don't need to sin to live in this life. You don't need to sin. Like we said, nobody on this earth is infallible. So of course, sinning is normal. Don't beat yourself up if you sin. Don't beat yourself up if you commit a bad action, my brothers and sisters. There are so much people like Hujr ibn Adi. They sacrificed their life for Islam. Habib ibn Mazahir, let's say, for example. He was at home. They say he was eating when he was called upon by Imam Hussein alayhi salam. A letter was sent. They state while he was eating, he got up. And at that time, Kufa was barricaded. You couldn't exit, you couldn't enter. He did the impossible to leave Kufa. He went to the land of Karbala and he fought by Imam Hussein alayhi salam. He stayed right by Imam Hussein alayhi salam. He didn't leave. This is true Iman, my brothers and sisters. This is true faith. And like we've been saying, nobody can get on these levels of these A'imma. Nobody can get on these levels of these companions. They're all infallible, but we try our best to strive. We try our best to be better every single day, to sin less day in and day out, my brothers and sisters. And like we've been saying, the most important thing, especially during this holy month, is get as close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as you possibly can. And like we've been saying, do not burn yourself out. Because once you burn yourself out, that is when you're not going to want to do it. In this holy month, it's been made so easy for us to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my brothers and sisters. If you read, look, the Quran is a little less than maybe 700 pages, according to which book you have. Maybe it might be bigger, it has bigger pages. But if you read 2 pages of the Holy Quran a day, my brothers and sisters, you could finish the Quran in less than a year. 2 pages a day, you can finish it in less than a year, my brothers and sisters. If you want to read 1 page a year, 1 page a day, if you read 2 pages a day, you'd finish it in less than a year. If you read 1 page a day, Safha bil yawm, you'd finish it in 2 years, my brothers and sisters. Reading 1 page, reading 2 pages might take 10 minutes. And that's if you're struggling. That's if you don't know Arabic. And like we've been saying, you can listen to the Holy Quran. The Holy Quran is in English. If you don't want to read in Arabic, read it in English. And for those that maybe know how to read Arabic but don't understand it as well, I personally do suggest reading it in English due to the fact that you would understand it more and you can maybe even input it into your daily life, my brothers and sisters. It's been made so easy for us to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this holy month. Reading one page is as if you're reading the entire Quran. Read 2 pages a day and you've read 60 pages of the Holy Quran in the holy month. It's been made so easy for us, my brothers and sisters. Do not pass up this chance. From 1441 years ago, عالم كان عم بيموتوا يا Islam. Imam Hussein alayhi salam and the 72 companions ماتوا كرمال Islam. They died for the message of Islam, and here people today are taking advantage of the message of Islam. How easy it's been to become Muslim. How easy it is to walk into the streets and say, I'm Muslim. We shouldn't take advantage of the fact that you're Muslim, my brothers and sisters. Of course, it's a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Of course, you should be grateful for it, but not to the point where you're taking advantage of it. You being Muslim should be just as free will. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you free will. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is also giving you the blessing of being Muslim. And truly that is a blessing today. Inshallah, we're all on the right path. Inshallah, we're all using our time wisely. And like we've been saying, do not sell your akhirah for your dunya. Do not sell it. It's not worth it. It's not going to be worth it in the long run. It's not even going to be worth it on the dunya. Most people that sell their akhirah for their dunya, on the dunya, either they become unsuccessful, or very rare, they become very, very successful. And then you know what they take with them to the grave? Nothing. They take nothing. Just if you're poor, just if you're rich, the only thing you're going to be sitting in that casket and you're going to be 6 feet under, my brothers and sisters. Except if you take advantage of your dunya, what's going to happen in the akhirah? There's 7 levels of heaven and you might go into hell. May God forbid any of us go into hell, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us free will. If we make the bad choices, you might go to hell. If you make good choices in the dunya, you have 7 levels of heaven and you will be in any one of those levels. Akhir da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Like we've been saying, my brothers and sisters, the most important thing is getting as close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as you possibly can in this holy month. Also, maximize the benefit. Imam Ali alayhi salam, Imam was asking Rasulullah, Ma afdal a'mal fi hadihi shahr. What is the best deeds in this holy month? And Imam is asking that to the Holy Prophet. And he is appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
وعجل فرجه. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أفضل الذكر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم اجعل صيامي في صيام الصائمين وقيامي من قيام القائمين والنبي في النومة الغافلين وهب لي جرمي فيه يا إله العالمين واعف عني يا عائفين المجرمين. نقرأ آية الكريمة 10 مرات. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. أمن يجيب
المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء.
أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. أمن يجيب
المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء.
أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. أمن يجيب
المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء.
أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. أمن يجيب
المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء.
أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. Ya Allah, 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 Ya Allah. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يبعد عنا هذا الوباء, يبعد عنا هذا البلاء. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cure us of this virus. Like we've been saying, my brothers and sisters, this could quite possibly be a test. And like Imam Ali alayhi salam said, في سلامة من ديني. Every action, كل أعمال بتعملها بحياتك, سؤال حالك في سلامة من ديني. Is this going to affect my deen? This is the most important question. This should be the question of the day for you every single day. The actions I'm committing, are they going to cost me my religion, or are they going to get me closer to my religion? Today, when people are choosing شو بدهم يعملوا بالجامعة, whatever they're doing, they never ask this question. في سلامة من ديني. Is the thing I'm doing going to affect my religion? Is it going to affect my deen? Because like we've been saying, whatever you do in this dunya is only going to help you in the akhirah, or it's going to hurt you in the akhirah. This is the most important thing to remember, my brothers and sisters. And like we've been saying in this holy month, maximize the benefit. Not only for the fact that you want to go into heaven, but in front of the people, you should want to look good. And for yourself, of course, you want to build this everlasting relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And like we've been saying, if you guys know anybody that is in need through this virus, it's been very hard. We've been in lockdown for a very, very long time. A lot of people quite possibly could be running out of money, maybe out of food. So your neighbors, the people around you, if they need any help, help them. Imam Ali alayhi salam used to go out at night, بالليل, كان يغطي وجهه, and he used to donate food. The Holy Prophet used to do the same. Sayyidah Fatima used to do the same. Hassan wal Hussein, Sayyidin Shabab Ahl al-Jannah used to do the same, my brothers and sisters. And of course, we know we're not better than any one of those. We're not better than any one of those, and this is the type of actions they were doing. Amir al-Mu'mineen and Sayyidah Nisa al-Alameen went without food for 3 days. People were knocking on their door asking for food, and it was iftar time, and those people were not Muslim. Those people were not Muslim, my brothers and sisters. This is what we're saying. Even if people are not Muslim, still pray for them. Still mention them in your dua. Because Imam Ali alayhi salam would have done the same. The Holy Prophet would have done the same. Everybody should be in your prayers. All the creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should be in your prayers. آخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. رحم الله من قرأ سورة المباركة الفاتحة مسبوقة بالصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.